Hi everyone, it's Adam Roxby here again with another episode of the My Diaries, just taking some time out to let you know how things are going. And as you may realise, I'm not in my usual studio, but I'm out about on the docks at Harwich. So a while back I asked visitors to my site what they'd like to see more of in the coming year, and overwhelmingly the response was more multimedia and more interaction with other people. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So you may have noticed that I've been putting out more videos recently, but I've also tried to collaborate with other great people to bring you some new content, and nowhere is this more evident than the new Student Nursing Times podcast, which is coming out on the 1st of May. So we've got help from student nurses like Tracy Temple, Laura Williams, Laura Watson, and English student James Sarek, but also newly qualified nurse Mark Evans, and also star of Nurse Shift on Twitter, which is a fantastic regular Twitter chat which happens on the subject of nursing and student nursing and all other things to do with healthcare, Mikey Whitehead. Very glad to have him on board. And also our anonymous child blogger who goes by the name Fish and Steak. And that's by no means the full list, but you're going to have to wait until the first free episode comes out on the 1st of May to find out more. Up next. Now you may have read my article on the Student Nursing Times website about the whole issue of stage fright. Well, since that article came out, I've had a bit more time to ruminate on the upcoming Student Nursing Times Awards, which ironically also take place on the 1st of May. This happens in the swanky London hotel, The Grange, near St Paul's Cathedral. Obviously it's such a great honour and a privilege to be involved in something like the Student Nursing Times Award, not only from judging but also in presenting. But I can't help that feeling at the back of my head that something's going to go wrong. So I've tried to articulate some of my fears and some of the processes I go through to counteract this in a follow-up article which has been published at my site at Optical-Minefield. So while it's great that so many people check out my articles at studentnursingtimes.net, for the complete picture and for all the backstage stuff you've really got to go to Optical-Minefield. Just saying. Also on the subject of my website, I've tried to make things a little bit more community based and easy to use, and also to try and foster a bit of communication backwards and forwards, which is why I've put on easy to use share buttons so you can let everybody know what it is you're reading and enjoying. But I've also added a poll, so around the middle of each month I'll be asking a new question just to get your opinions on either something that's bothering me or some topical question. And the first question is about the Grand National, which is a popular horse racing event in the UK. Now let me try and be clear. My wife and I don't engage in any sort of betting. We don't go to the bookies, we don't even play scratch cards. But for some reason each year we decide to put down a £1 bet on a horse, not for any particular form, but just because maybe the name takes our fancy or because we like what the jockey's wearing. So for example, for my son I chose Junior, obviously. For my wife Jo we had Always Right, because she is. And I decided to take a quick punt on Deep Purple, just because I like the band. However, the event seemed to be marred yet again by the death of two of their racehorses, an occurrence which seems to be getting frighteningly regular. And these deaths included one of the favourites for the race, Synchronised. So it got me thinking, can I continue to support such an event with my finances, given that it costs the deaths of horses on such a regular occurrence? This is the question I'm asking. I've been asking people on Twitter, but I've also put a poll up there on the front page, so go on over there, check it out and let me know what your thoughts are. So that's about it for this episode. I'm now heading off to Felixstowe to help out with a stall for Friends of the Earth, which is why I've got all my campaigning material in my bag. So don't forget, you can let me know how you think using any method you like, and I'll see you all again right here next time. Thank you very much for watching.